What's going on, guys? Bart here with Tully Television. I want to thank all of you for returning. Maybe you're a new viewer, maybe you're a future viewer from in the future. How's it out there in the future? Uh, Whatever category you find yourself in today, I want to thank you for stopping by. Subscribe, like, share, do all that beautiful YouTube stuff, because only together can we go straight to the moon, baby. That's right. I want to grow our channel together, baby. Our channel, all right? Um, with the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes coming out within a few days of the time of this recording, I covered Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, the reboot series, and today I'm going to talk about Rise of the Planet of the Apes, released July 11th, 2014. This is the first one directed by Matt Reeves. Stars Andy Serkis, of course, as Ceasar, Jason Clarke as Malcolm, Gary Oldman, love that actor, as Dreyfus, Kerry Russell as Ellie, Toby Cabell as Koba, Terry Notary as Rocket, one of Caesar's first friends from the primate sanctum from the first movie. Nick Thurston plays Blue Eyes, Caesar's eldest son. Judy Greer is Cornelia, Caesar's wife. And Karen Carnival is Maurice, the orangutan. Now, this picks up about 10 years after the first movie, and the simian flu has spread and wiped out a great amount of humans, okay? And those who have survived are scattered throughout the country, scattered throughout the world, and seems like humans have gone back to some sort of dark ages in a way. And Caesar and his group of merry primates have been trying to live on their own in the forest, the redwood forest, right, the California forest. And at one point, it's made clear by Maurice that it's been like 2 winters since they last seen any humans at all. And they converse about if they're completely wiped or not, but we soon find out that they're not, because during one day, Rocket and his son Ash, I believe is his name, run into a human, and the human freaks out a little bit and winds up shooting the young primate, killing him. He goes and tells his group about this. Oh no, what has happened is the apes were alerted. They come and they surround the guy who shot the ape, the primate, and then his friends, to human, his friends come, and Caesar basically tells them to get the hell out of there, right? But as they leave, he has Koba and some other ones follow them to where they're going to see where it is that they've been residing at. The initial reaction to this is, and while hearing talking apes with spears, yell at you to get out, you don't really understand the magnitude of how dire the situation is, because they have to go through those woods in order to reactivate the dam that's there near the Caesar and his tribe, his people. There's a dam there that, if able to be restarted, can give the humans some form of electricity in San Francisco. And that is Malcolm's primary concern for helping people. The leader of the humans is Dreyfus, Gary Oldman's character, and him and Koba are very similar to that. They're very mistrusting of the other. You know what I mean? Koba does not like humans at all. Dreyfus is trying to do the best for humanity and thinks of them as only animals, and is only concerned about the survival of their own people. So it's eventually going to lead into a head-on collision that no matter how hard Caesar tries to prevent any sort of physical confrontation, Koba's not really having it after a while, especially when Caesar agrees to allow Malcolm and a group of people, work on the dam, even after he said to them, don't come back. He even showed a show of aggression by coming to where they were at and like letting himself be on the spotlight to show, like, look, we are as smart as you now, if not smarter and stronger and faster. So leave us alone. You killed one of our own, and we didn't do anything. Stop. Just don't come back. Malcolm convinces Caesar to let him and some people work on the dam because Malcolm is trying to show his son that there's more to life than what they're living right now. That there's got to be something after this, right? And that's what Caesar is trying to do as well. But Koba is not feeling this at all because at one point when Caesar says, just let them do their human work, and Koba's sitting there with his scars like, human work, human work. And the more in one of the last scars, he's like, human work, and Caesar's like, are you getting, like, the body language and everything is like, you get loud with me? You get loud with me? Koba settles down, but I think he realizes at that point that he has to take matters into his own hands, and he does. So he sneaks into the human facility, takes a gun, and during one night, and kills a couple of humans in the process. And one night, as Koba kind of riles these primates up, and Blue Eyes, Caesar's son, doesn't want to go against his father's words, but Koba in secret shoots Caesar and makes it look like the humans did it. So Bright Eyes was Caesar's mother. Blue Eyes wants to take, revenge for his father, like any son would want to. Like my father showed you mercy and you come back and kill him. Yeah, you're done, right? But Malcolm and his group of people find Caesar and help him recover back his health. Blue Eyes also finds out that his father is alive and helps Maurice and the other primates loyal to Caesar escape because now Koba's in charge and he's going to lead a war against the humans, and anyone loyal to Caesar is imprisoned. And Blue Eyes releases them, and they come up with a plan for an ultimate confrontation between Caesar and Koba, which now everyone knows Koba is the one that's shot Caesar. Dreyfus had lined a tower up with explosives, the tower that the apes had taken over, and wants to blow it all up, killing everything, because he lost everything to the simian flu, to this invasion of hyper intelligent primates. Because when they did get the electricity back for even a few minutes, he was able to look at his broken iPad while the screen was broken, looking at his family. He's crying because he lost everything. Koba has lost everything, and when these two forces meet, thinking that they're on the path of righteousness, it just goes to hell. Ultimately, Koba dies. Malcolm and Caesar work together to, uh, save the day. But there's people before Dreyfus died, and the tower was exploded. He made a signal for the army to come, and because he explained what was happening. So there's people coming, and now there's going to be a full-on war. And Caesar says to Malcolm, I can't leave. I got to be here with my people and fight the war that needs to be fought. But I want you and your family to leave. You get free passage. And this is where we part ways, basically, Malcolm. And Malcolm leaves, and then the movie ends. We don't really see John Franco's character in the first from the first movie, but we do see a picture of him because where Caesar had Malcolm bring him to recover was where he grew up with uh, John Lithgow as his grandfather and John Franco as his father. But we don't really get any real follow up on whatever happened to them. Uh, but except, just like I said, Caesar looking at a picture of his father and realizing, because at one point he said to Maurice, I understand why Koba doesn't like humans, but the one that was good to me is the one that I'm trying to know that others can be like him. And that's why I'm not so harsh. He said Koba and I were raised differently. So, but unfortunately, Koba's anger led him to his own demise. And Dreyfus kind of was the same way. He let his anger drive him to make the ultimate sacrifice when he didn't really need to. And this movie was so perfect to show that for every hero, for everyone that looks at you as a hero, there's people that look at you as a villain, and vice versa. People might look at you as a villain, but you're a hero in someone else's story. And it really is a matter of perspective and when is enough enough. When are you oppressing my people going to be enough for me to take before I just blow up and start making more aggressive actions towards you? The next movie is Battle for the Planet of the Apes. And I'm going to review that in the future. I'm just not quite sure when. But probably within the next week. And as far as Kingdom of the Ape, Planet of the Apes is concerned, that's set super into the future, like 300 years into the future. I don't know when I'm going to be able to catch that movie. I want to. But I figured I'll help everyone catch up on the first three of this reboot. This is my personal favorite out of the three. Now 4 movies are going to be out so far. But once I see Kingdom, maybe that will be my new favorite. I don't know. Let me know what you think about this series of the Planet of the Apes. Did you like this? Did you like the original better? I love the original too. But let me know. And until next time, peace.